So that we will be learning. Now the next part of our research is like we need to hunt for similar articles, right, in review literature. So our traditional method is like we will either go to Google Scholar or we will go to PubMed. Then we will ask our keywords and look for similar articles, right? Now, the problem with Google Scholar or PubMed is like, suppose in this example, I have searched two keywords, that is relations between sleep quality and memory. So that's my study. So I searched these keywords. So you can see it has shown me multiple results. But in these results, you can see suppose if there are Google Scholar is showing 10 results, out of this, maybe 1 or 2 might be relevant to me. Others won't be that much relevant. In addition to that, when you look at the answers here, you can see this is the main heading. And beneath that, you can see a few random lines from that article. It's actually not showing you the exact content of the article, right? So you have to manually click on each and every article. You have to read the abstract. Then only you will be able to understand whether this is good for me or not. Second issue is most of the time when you click, you feel like the article is really good for you, but the article might be a paid one. So again, you will lose a lot of time. So even there are some studies on this results of Google Scholar and PubMed, and they are telling most of the time the efficiency is less than 30%. Most of the time, 70% of the results will be not at all relevant for us. So this issue is there. So most of the time, suppose if you are planning to get some 30 related PDF files or related full article for your topic, you might take around say 2 weeks or 3 weeks to get all these full articles. All right. So we in this workshop, you will learn a specific AI tool, which is AI powered. And it's really powerful that it will give you exact laser targeted results for you. And suppose if it's showing 10 results, all the 10 results will be completely relevant for you. And you can have any number of results. You can keep on adding lot more, and you will get any number of results. And all these articles suggested by it will be highly laser targeted. In addition to that, you can see that there is a single line concise summary of each article, so that within the search result itself, I have actually underlined all those lines. You can see just reading on that article only, you can see whether this article is relevant for me or not. I don't need to click on the article and then read the abstract. That all those part is done by AI. It automatically read all these articles for us and it gave me a single line summary. All right. In addition to that, you can see usually if you click on the article, it's very difficult for us to get the full article most of the time to download the PDF file. But in this particular tool, this tool is completely free to use. It's a free tool. And the main attraction of the tool is there is an interesting filter in that we can actually filter only the free articles. So all those articles under a paywall will not be shown in our results. And when I click on any of these results, it will open a page like this. And in that, you can see there is an abstract and there is a PDF option. I can simply click on that PDF and the entire PDF file will be instantly downloaded. So the same process, which took around 3 weeks for me using Google Scholar PubMed, will be cut short to say half an hour or 1 hour. And within that time, I will be able to download 30 full articles, which are highly relevant for my research topic. And I can directly download it in my computer. All right. So that tool is really good. And we will be having a hands-on session on this particular tool. All right. And we will also learn about another tool, which is called Research Rabbit. In that, it also shows you related articles, but it will be shown in a graphical manner. As you can see, this is my parent article, which is shown in this green color, which is written by a person named Kim. So automatically, I gave all these details to this particular AI tool, and automatically it's actually showing all the related articles like this. You can see Kim also had a similar article in 2015. There is one by Roberts and there is one by Dimitri. And you see all these small circles, right? So the diameter of the circle is directly proportional to the relevance of the article. So the bigger the circle, the more relevance these articles to my parent article. So I can straight away from this symbol search, I can understand even without reading the article, I can understand Kim, Roberts, Dimitri, and all are directly related. And I can consider them to be added onto my review literature. Okay. And I can simply click on Robert and a small window will appear. In that, the abstract and full PDF download option will appear. And I can directly download that article if I really like this. Okay. And both these tools, this tool is called Research Rabbit, and the one I showed previously is called Consensus. Both these tools can be directly integrated to our Zotero also, so that whatever article that is suggested by them, that can be directly cited in your Microsoft Word whenever you are writing the introduction and review literature. Okay. So you will be saving a large amount of time by using these tools for your review literature. All right. Then since you already downloaded this full article, say you have 30 full articles, you can now use another AI tool by Google. Okay. You can upload all these full articles to it. You can upload your synopsis. Okay. And you can give some prompts that we will be having a hands-on of that session as well. Okay. And you will be able to write the entire introduction using AI. Okay, so you can see the topic was on physical activity and mental health in adolescence. So I actually gave it a prompt to how the introduction should be structured. So it's giving me a detailed this thing overview on adolescent. There is a short review literature followed by a few prevalent studies, followed by the novelty of the article. And it came with the references also. As you can see, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and also it actually came with the references from the full articles that I have attached. On a similar way, it can write the review literature also for us. You can see here is the review literature of the same article. You can see the various articles that I have attached, which I collected using consensus. I have attached this particular AI tool and started writing the article. We cannot use ChatGPT or similar tool for this because there will be a large amount of lying. Because these tools, certain tools have a large amount of like false information in that, which is in AI world, it's called AI hallucination. But this particular tool is having zero hallucination. Okay, this tool is called Notebook LM. So this particular tool, we can write your introduction and review literature using this. This is completely free to use. And we will be having a hands-on session on this particular tool also. All right. And in a similar way, we can make it write our methodology as well as the discussion also. We can attach our results files to it. And based on the results, it will compare our results with our related articles and it will write the results for us. And the amount of plagiarism will be less than 20%. And we can even manually write the content. We can always proofread and we can always cross-check the accuracy. And then only we will be having the final proof. All right. And coming to the data analysis, say you have already collected the data. You have the data in the form of an Excel file. Usually our way of approach is in case we are provisioned with the SPSS or R, we will be doing it manually or we will be approaching a statistician. But there are certain AI tools now which are really powerful enough to analyze these Excel files and then give you the detailed data analysis. So one of such tool is called Julius. So we will be having a hands-on on Julius as well. In that tool, this some of you might be familiar with a data analysis tool called R. Okay, R is a very powerful analysis tool. Is even powerful than SPSS. And this particular AI tool, which is actually powered by R. And in the page, you can see there are multiple options. There is an option to clean the data. If there are some unclean columns are there, it can be cleaned. And there is an option to do significance testing, quick visualization of the data. Then you can do time series analysis, correlation, whatever be your type of analysis that you're planning, you can even do that. And now the most interesting part is like some of the times the researcher may not be that much proficient in statistics. So you won't be like maybe able to figure out whether whether this particular, so say if you want to do a association between two variables and you are not sure whether a chi-square test should be done or whether a McNemer test should be done, you are not familiar with. In that case also, you can use this tool, or this is one sample of that tool in which it's able to do create a pie chart of the gender distribution. And you can also do some advanced visualizations. Say this is a correlation heat map, which can be created by that. And you can also create box whisker plots like this. You simply need to upload the data and you can even tell it like, I have attached the data and this is the objective and this is the questionnaire used. And based on my data, what all type of advanced visualizations are possible. So it will tell you the list of visualizations possible and you can tell it to proceed with those visualizations and it will give you all these beautiful diagrams for you. Okay. And this is the one example in which I have done a test of significance. So you can see in my first interaction, I have mentioned it like I have attached a data sheet. You can see an Excel file here. So this is my gamma data set is my Excel file. Then I put a prompt like I uploaded the following file. Okay. Then I gave a prompt like compare between, there are two columns. So one is on education and the other is on type of family. So I simply told it like compare between education and type of family. I didn't mention like what should be the test to be done. Okay. So it actually went through the data, then it analyzed the data and automatically told me like both the columns are categorical data. So because of that, chi-square test is the best test to be done here. Then it also told me I will proceed with performing the chi-square test. Then it done the chi-square test. You can see the chi-square value. It also showed me the p-value. In addition to that, it also gave me the interpretation. It told me like p-value is more than 0.05. So there is no significance. So I can directly take this value and I can directly enter that into my results. So I can actually use this particular AI tool like I get an expert, like I get an help from an expert statistician. Just like that, this tool is really helpful. All right. Now coming to the last part of the research, that is writing references. Obviously, you will be either you will be using a particular referencing tool, or sometimes you will be doing it in a manual manner. In case you are doing in a manual mode, say you are putting all the references manually, you can copy the links of all the articles that you have referred in that article. You can like make a list of those, and you can go to one AI tool which is really good in this. This is called Gemini, where you can like paste all the list, and you can put an option like create a reference section in Vancouver style after going through each article URL and extracting relevant details. Okay. So based on that, it will visit all these links, grab all the relevant data from that, and you can see it created Vancouver references for me. Okay. So this is one way, but I highly recommend using a dedicated referencing tool. So we have integrated that into the 2-day session. So we have a hands-on session on Zotero. So we will be learning. There is no need to know Zotero prior to the workshop. You will be learning everything regarding each and everything regarding Zotero. There are 5 methods in which you can add articles to Zotero, like references to Zotero. So you will learn all those. And you will also have a hands-on on how to insert these references inside Microsoft Word, how to change referencing from one style to another, and so on. So everything you will learn. And it's really compared to that our traditional method of manually inserting references using a reference manager like Zotero is really good. Another equally good one is Mendeley, but there are some negative sides of Mendeley. That's why I recommend Zotero, which is completely free, and even its connectors are really good. And in addition to that, you also learn how you can integrate various other AI tools with Zotero, like how to connect Research Rabbit to Zotero, how to connect consensus that we saw initially in that literature search part, how to do that. So everything you will be learning in addition to the learning the basics of Zotero. And there is also an added session in which some of you will be really interested in conducting qualitative research. And you know, the main hurdle in a qualitative research is like you have the qualitative research, most of you will be familiar. It's like it's different from our traditional research. We will be interviewing patients, people regarding various aspects, and we will be recording their conversation like an MP3 file. And then we will be converting this audio file, which is called transcribing. We will be transcribing these audio files to our text format, like an interview, and then we will look for various codes in those, and then we will be analyzing this text, and we will be getting our results. Okay, so the issue with the qualitative search is the whole process is really cumbersome. You have to manually hear everything. Say some of the interviews will be 3 hours or sometimes 4 hours. So you have to hear everything. You have to manually write down everything. Then you have to keep multiple sheets. Suppose if your qualitative research has got 10 participants, you have sheets from 10 people. So you have to manually underline or highlight with multiple colors on various experts in that. Then you have to come up with a thematic analysis. So it's a very complicated, and minimum you will take around 6 months to complete it. Okay, but with the use of AI tool, actually these AI tools are free to use also. With that, you will be able to automatically transcribe our audio file directly into our language of choice. Suppose if you have conducted our interview in Malayalam, it can actually transcribe it into 3-hour Malayalam transcript, and automatically it will translate into English. Okay, so we have actually tried it for Malayalam. The quality is excellent. Okay, and after that, we will be using this AI tool to automatically come up with the thematic analysis to identify the code, and then finally come up with the writing. Okay, so we have a 1-hour hands-on session on qualitative research in which you will be doing the entire session of a qualitative analysis. Within 1 hour, you will be able to generate the full result also. Okay, so that is also integrated into the session. Now there are some extra sessions which will be really useful as part of your medical education. So one of the main like things that you will be having in a day-to-day basis to taking class to the students. So you will be handling a lot of PPTs on a regular basis. So you might be creating on your own, or you will be using with someone else, and you will be modifying the slides. All those things will be done. Okay, so we will be learning on how you can create PPTs using AI. So in this particular tool, I'll just show a sample. So we'll learn like how we can attach an entire textbook to an AI tool. And from that textbook, suppose I am from a community medicine. So give an example from the Park textbook. So I can attach entire Park textbook to the AI tool. And suppose if I am taking a session on chapter on environment, I can tell it's like I'm having a class next day for a 1-hour class for UG students on this particular topic. So I need a 2,500 word write-up on this topic from this attached textbook. So entirely based on this textbook, it will give me the write-up. Now the attraction of this method is like you can actually attach multiple textbooks. Suppose if your subject has got multiple, say you are a medicine person, you want to refer from Harrison, Davidson, and some other medicine textbook also, you can attach all these books, and your content will be based on all these contents, all these textbooks. And the most amazing part is like the tool that we are using this for the initial content creation part. That tool has an analyzing power of 5 lakhs words per second. which means that it can read the entire Harrison under 10 seconds. Okay, so that's the speed. And with that speed, it will actually go through the entire textbook. Okay, you remember that Robo movie in which that Yendiran movie in which that Rajinikanth is reading the entire textbook, right? So exact same thing is happening here. So it will create the content for you. And once you get that 2,500 word content, you can directly paste into this AI PowerPoint making tool, and it will automatically create the slides out of that. Okay, and for each slide, it automatically generate AI images also. So I'll just show a small video in which actually it's shown by that manufacturers themselves. So here you can see they are actually uploading one Word file with that content. So automatically it analyzes and automatically it creates the slides. You can see the multiple slides with different orientation. And you can see all these images are automatically created. The same way, it can create whatever content that you are feeding it to and can automatically create the PowerPoint for you. In addition to that, suppose if you already have a bland presentation with you, say this is one presentation that I have with me, but you can see the slide is completely blank. There are no images and there are no backgrounds and all. But all such PowerPoints can be directly fed into this tool as well. And it will be automatically, you can see this slide is on lab investigation. You can see various aspects of lab investigation. So it's automatically converted into this format. So you can see automatically an AI image of a lady in a lab has been created because it's on lab investigation. And multiple things were there regarding various aspects. So that's actually shown here, like multiple steps. So it's actually converted into a beautiful format. So in a similar way, if you have there is a treatment area in which various treatment modalities has been mentioned, the same can be, it will be automatically converted into this manner. So the students will really love it because the content is highly eye-catching and the whole process takes less than 15 minutes only. So it's really good for you. And after creation, you can completely edit it within the tool. And the most fun part is like you don't need to manually edit the content, just like we edit in Microsoft Word, in PowerPoint. It's like there is a chat options nearby within the tool. And in that, you simply need to give an instruction. You don't need to manually do anything. Suppose in this picture, there is in the second image, there is a oxygen cylinder like this, but you don't like this image. So you can simply tell like, replace the second image with the image of a person with a nasal cannula and ensure that the person is an Indian, something like that. So instantly it will work on this image. It will replace it with automatically create a new image with a person lying in a hospital ward with a nasal cannula, and the person will be an Indian. Okay, and all the images are AI generated, so there is no copyright issue also. And in case you don't like the outlook, like you can see, this is like a box, like 3 text boxes are there. So if you don't like this thing, there is an option, just like click on that and it automatically change into different layouts. Okay, so it's highly flexible, and you can have up to 50 slides in a presentation using this tool. Okay, so we will also have a hands-on session on this tool during the session. And we are having also some interesting sessions also, like you can attach the textbook to this AI tools, and based on that, you can create assertion reasoning type of questions. You can generate MCQs on varying difficulty. Suppose if you have a some internal exams coming up, so you want to create some MCQs and you want to create it on moderate difficulty. So, and you have these many chapters from this textbook for this exam. So you can simply attach the textbook and you can simply tell the that I have I create some 20 MCQs on these particular chapters of moderate difficulty. Okay, or if you want them as easy, it can be easy. Okay, so it will automatically create these MCQs in a structured manner. You can copy all those and directly paste to Microsoft Word. And since they are directly taken from your textbook, the content will be accurate. You can, it actually, the MCQs all comes with the references, and on clicking the reference, you can directly view the part of the textbook. That page of the textbook will automatically open up on the left side, and you can cross check whether this is accurate or not. So that will be a really useful thing for you. And it will also help. Suppose if there are PGs in the department, or if there are students there, say if they are asking you like which are the most important topics which are asked in the exam, so you can simply attach the PDF files of previous question papers. Say you have 10 years question papers, so you can attach all those and you can give an instruction, and automatically it will analyze the question papers, and it will automatically give you the list of which are the important topics. And if you can give an additional instruction, like if one particular question is repeated multiple times, add a star mark or something. So all those highly repeated questions will come with a lot of star marks. Just like that, it will help you to identify most important questions. And in case you want to create a question paper, you can do the same thing. You can give a sample question paper, and you can also attach a textbook, and based on that, it will create a complete question paper for you in case you want to create one. All right. So all those things are possible, and it can work in the other way also. Suppose if you our students are coming to you and telling like there's an application type of question which is asked in a recent exam, and how you can write a essay on that. Okay, something like that. So you can again attach a textbook and give the application type of question and give instruction to it like this particular question has been asked as an essay. So it has all these sub questions, and these are the marks allotted for each sub question. So based on that, give me the detailed answer with this many words. So based on that, it will actually go through the textbook, analyze everything, and it will give you all the answers of this exactly as per the marks that is allotted for each sub question. Okay. So in my college, actually, what we have done is like some of our third year students, they are third year MBBS students, they are having the university exam coming up. So they actually wants to have some study notes. So this particular tool, one interesting thing is like, once you create the notes, it can be shared up to 50 people. So what they have done is like, they have attached all the Park textbook, that is the community medicine textbook, to this tool. And they have created, they named it as Park AI. And this, they actually went through all the previous year's question papers, all the tough ones they have copied into this particular tool, and they created answers for that. And that has been saved permanently. Okay, so all the students who are in this group, in this 50 group, they have access to this. So just like we manually create study notes and giving the photostat copies to others, they can simply log in with their own account and they can view all these study notes created by their fellow students, and they will be able to like learn all those things. And if they want it as a printed one, they can directly copy and paste to Microsoft Word, and then they can have a printout also. Okay, and it supports up to 1,000 such notes within one particular after attaching one textbook. Okay, so that's really useful. So they are actually using it in a very useful manner, and they are telling like this particular usage of AI for helping with the studies is really helping them. All right, and this is the way in which they will get able to get like accurate answers from the textbooks. All right. And this is also useful for some of you in case your institution is preparing for a NAC accreditation or QAS inspection. So there will be some requirements like you need to prepare SLOs, lesson plans. And suppose if you have some programs recently, say you have a mental health day recently, you need to create a detailed report. So in all these aspects, we will be having a hands-on session on how you can prepare all these things using AI within a few seconds. And everything will be completely accurate as it will be based on whatever content that you're attaching. Say if you have a mental health program conducted and you have a flyer for that, you can simply attach that flyer to the AI and you can give a few instructions, and based on that, it will actually create an entire, say 700 or 1,000 word report for you. And you can do some final editing on that if you need, and you can directly print that. So it will be really useful for you. And just like that, if you have a say 4 classes this month on one particular subject, you can attach that program like that department schedule in that AI tool. Like these are the classes taken by you, and based on that, it can actually create lesson plans for you. Like these are the things based on your standard textbook, and that can be like sometimes some extra modification might be needed, but based on that, it will be actually useful for you for filing purposes. Okay, so we also learn all these useful things also in addition to this particular research aspect. So we'll be covering both the research aspect as well as some interesting aspects of medical education. All right. And thing is like, you know, AI is now revolutionizing the whole world. AI is coming into each and every aspect. And now research is also having a lot of AI modification. So during this 2-day workshop, we will be learning all these AI tools. In fact, we'll be learning 15 plus AI tools, and all these are free to use. Only 1 or 2 have some paid plan, but even that can be used for free also. Okay. So we'll be learning to use all these tools in an ethical manner, and to bring out your complete research potential or potential as a medical college faculty. Okay. And it's like rather than moving us away from AI, we will be able to embrace it with our full might, and it will actually help us to empower us. Okay. And all the sessions are completely hands-on. It's like, as Unita sir has mentioned in the beginning, we will be having 60 participants, and I will also be there alongside you during each and every step. Okay. And in case you are not getting one particular result with one particular AI tool, I will be helping you within your in that session itself. Like I will be coming near you, like helping you in your laptop to help get those answers. All right. And it will be completely hands-on. Each and every tool that will be discussed will have some interesting challenges associated with them. So you will be, once you learn the tool, I will give you the challenge to you. So you can view the, like, what are the challenge given to you. And based on that, you can try doing that answer in your laptop itself, so that you can learn the tool straight away. All right. And all the tools are like cloud-based. So there is no tool need to be installed prior hand. There is no need to purchase anything. And the only thing that needs to be installed prior is like Zotero, because it has to be installed in your laptop. So all those instructions will be given beforehand. And other than that, there is no prior knowledge required. Everything, like you only need to like have a email account, Gmail account. That's all. No other prior knowledge or prior like payment or anything is required in regarding AI tools. All right. So this is a brief idea regarding this particular session. So I welcome each and everyone for the session. And so I thank Unikrishna also for inviting for me to this session. So I'm handing over the mic to Unikrishna sir. And in case you have any doubts regarding this or any queries regarding any of the tools that we'll be covering, you can either unmute or ask those questions, or you can also share them in the Zoom chat so that I will answer them as well. Okay, we have one question from Dr. Bindu. Ma'am is asking, is this tool available in Google Store? Ma'am, actually, I had actually shown screenshots of multiple tools. Like I mentioned, there are 15 AI tools, and all these tools are available as a websites. Okay, and just like ChatGPT, there is a tool called Gemini. There's a tool called Cloud. Then we have a Consensus, Research Rabbit, Notebook LM. All these are free tools, and these tools are directly available as websites. And some of them have app version also, like Perplexity, Gemini, ChatGPT has app version. Others doesn't have an app version.
Then may I ask you one thing?
Sure, ma'am.
Sir, I have Perplexity app and Gemini also I have tried. But how is it differ from these two? Actually, I made some abstract and some research applications I have tried with Perplexity and all. But I want to know more about how it differ from this.
Ma'am, regarding Perplexity, actually the tool is pretty good. The problem with Perplexity is like we don't have any control on which all references will be added into our write-up. It's like it will automatically, suppose if you are using Perplexity to write something, say we are using it to write an introduction, it will, and you can tell like it's like ensure that all the references should be taken from PubMed and all, but we cannot specifically have any control on which all articles from PubMed will be integrated in the references, and we don't have any control on how many articles will be integrated. So the problem is like there will be some random articles, and sometimes it will be good, but sometimes it will be bad. But the tool that I showed for writing the introduction is called Notebook LM. The tool is actually by Google only, and it's a free tool which is actually released for students as well as researchers, and it make use of Gemini. And Gemini actually comes in two versions. We have the Gemini like free version is there, which is 1.5. There is 1.5 Pro and 2 Gemini 2 is also there. This notebook LM use the advanced version, even in its free version. Okay, we don't need to pay anything, but we will be able to use the advanced version of Gemini in that. And the main attraction is like we have the complete control on what all articles are there, which will be integrated into our introduction. Because suppose if I am attaching 30 articles, all these 30 articles will be referred, only these 30 articles will be referred to write my introduction. No articles will be coming from outside. So that's the main attraction. Second thing is regarding the level of plagiarism. In Perplexity, the plagiarism is around 50%. In Gemini, it will be around below 20%. It will be between 15 to 20%. So because of
Perplexity also, I have selected the articles and attached to that and summarized. So, so it has more plagiarism, right?
Yes, ma'am. Plagiarism is around 50%. That's the main issue. Okay.
Sir, could you please type the tools and all so that it will be easier for us to save
Ma'am,
and
yeah, we will be covering everything in the session, ma'am. Like all the tools will be covering in detail, and I'm also having an overview on like which all tool will be used for which all aspects. Like we have 3 slides specifically for that. So all these things will be mentioned in that slides. That will be shown at the end of the session.
thank you so much, sir. It's very useful. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we'll go to the other session. So plagiarism issue, like plagiarism will be there. Definitely plagiarism will be there. So towards the end of the session, like end of day. Sir. Okay, sir.
Dr. Sharon, may I just put in a word?
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
See, we will be sending a form, a Google form to all of you. So you can fill it up and just submit it so that we can get all the necessary data. Because stream-wise, we are going to improvise upon each, for each stream, we will have to modify. It may not be the same for modern medicine and Ayurveda, for example, just to give an example. So it is better that you fill up the Google form and submit it to us so that we can analyze it and modify it accordingly. Over to you, Dr. Sharon.
Thank you, sir. So I'll go through the other questions as well. So there is one question on which is the tool which is used for making the PPT. So it is the initially we will be using Notebook LM to create the content based on our textbook. And after that, we will be loading that content to a tool called Gamma AI. So that video that I shown is from Gamma AI. So that will be used. Now the problem with Gamma is like it has a free version as well as a paid version. The restriction is like in the free version, we can go up to 10 slides. And the paid version, we can go up to 50 slides. But the workaround is like, in case you are not planning to get the paid version, you can actually split your presentation into three parts, and then you can fuse the 3 together. So like that, we will be able to manage with the free version as well. Now, there's a question regarding the amount of plagiarism. So plagiarism will be, like I mentioned, depends on the tool. So obviously, we'll go through the plagiarism like content. There are some plagiarism detection tools, which we will be mentioning during the session. Like we will see on which is the percentage of plagiarism for these. And we will be seeing certain specialized AI tools, which can remove the plagiarism also. So that will be also covered. Then... Okay. Then regarding like ethical concern or legal implication, it's like these tools actually, they are actually creating, what these AI tools are doing is like they are not creating a copy pasting of the articles that we are attaching. They are actually working on the principle of probability, and they are actually called large language models. So actually they have a prediction algorithm. So whatever content created by this will be unique. Suppose if you are attaching the same article in 5 different computers and giving the same prompt to write the introduction of one particular article, these results created by all the 5 will be unique. They won't be same to each other. So that sort of copy pasting or that type of issues won't be there. Now regarding the content that is created, actually the quality of content varies from different AI tools. So certain AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude and all, they are notorious to have a lot of wrong information in that. So if you are using such tools to create our research, actually it is not ethically accurate, and there will be a lot of nonsense in that. And sometimes we won't be able to figure out whether this is correct or not. But if you are using tools like Gemini or Notebook LM, there is an option to cross-check the content with the original data source. When you are using, we can actually cross-check that. And even Gemini has an inbuilt feature for that also. So it will highlight the lines which are accurate with green color and those which are inaccurate as red color. So based on that, we can actually make the corrections. In a Notebook LM, the good part is like it comes with a clickable references. And on clicking that, it will actually create a part of reference from where this that particular part is taken up. So you can cross-read the whole thing in the same time. And you can see whether the values quoted in your introduction is actually same as the one that is given in the attached article. So you can always verify. So by that way, it will be completely ethical. And actually in that our publication, our research world, now there are 2 types of AI usage in research. One is called AI generated content. The other is called AI assisted content. AI generated means we are using AI to completely create the content. Okay. So human intervention is minimal in that, and that is ethically inaccurate. On the other hand, AI assisted means the human is doing most of the work. We are using AI to improve the efficiency of the human. Okay, we are using it to find out the articles faster. We are using it to proofread the content. We are using it to remove the plagiarism. Suppose if your writing skills are not that great, we can use AI to make it into a better, write it in academic tone and such things. Okay, so if you are using it in those aspects, this is AI assisted. And that is completely accepted in all the articles now. Previously, when this was released for the first time, like say 1 year back, most of the PubMed Index articles, they are actually against this. But recently, like 2 months back, all the major journals, they actually changed their policy. They are telling like you can use AI for research because now there is no way to move away from it. We have to go with the flow. Only thing is like in the acknowledgement section, you have to clearly mention like which are the AI tools used by you and which are the purpose in which you have used that. So you should be transparent and you should mention that, and your article will be ethically okay and it will be accepted by you. All right. So that's the main concern regarding like our ethical aspect. Okay. So it's ethical to use them, but we should be used in such a way that this should not be like replacing our entire work. This should be helping us to augment your research work. Okay. So that's the idea.
I think I will intervene now. See, the one question is, when will the workshops be conducted? The first workshop will be for modern medicine. It will be conducted in the midst of March 2025. That is next month. After that, based on the feedback we receive and later on, we will be conducting for other streams in May. So that all the 7 streams will have the opportunity to attend these workshops. Over to you, sir.
Thank you,
Any more questions?
Sir,
we have got about 10 more minutes to go.
Screening criteria for the applicants for the workshops, sir? Like Sharon told there were only 60 participants. Will there be a pretest or something like that to screen who will be taking?
There won't be any pretest, but we might have to, we'll have to decide on the criteria for per college or something like that, so that every college of every stream will get an opportunity to an exposure to this AI workshops.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
It will be an automated reservation system.
Okay.
Any more questions? We have got about 10 more minutes to go.
So proposed venue of the workshop, sir, it will be completely online or hybrid?
Venue of the workshop will be the headquarters, KUHS headquarters at Trichur. Sure. And it will be, at present, it is proposed to be conducted in the 6th floor. Yes, please.
One suggestion is there. If PhD scholars are given...
One at a time, please.
PhD scholars are given such a workshop, that would be easier for all,
We will consider that later on, madam.
Okay, thank you, sir.
This will be now, incidentally, we would also we would like to say one more thing, that this will be a paid workshop. At present, we have calculated it at a no profit, no loss basis, and it will be approximately rupees 1,500, including GST per head for 2 days, and that will include free accommodation, lunch, and snacks in between, and the Wi-Fi also will be free. It will be provided by KUHS. You will have, all that you have to do is you will have to bring your own laptops or tablets or whichever, so that you can work on Any more questions?
Sir,
how many days it will be, sir?
2 days. Whether we need to bring a laptop per se or tablet? Tablet will do. Question for Sharon.
Sir, we prefer it to be at laptop, sir, because we have Zotero there. So Zotero won't work in the tablet, sir. So it's better to
that's why I asked. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
And preferably it should be a Windows or Mac, sir. And sometimes in some of the workshop, some participants come with a some other like Chrome OS and all. So those won't work. It should be either a Windows or a Mac.
So no netbooks, it has to be a laptop proper.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Preferably Windows or iOS. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, any more questions? It will be a 2-day workshop.
So the timing for the workshop, sir, is it morning to evening 5 or is it going to go beyond that?
Morning to evening. That will be around, say, 9 to 5.
It's not planned during the weekend, right, sir?
No, it will be during the working days.
Work days. Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Maybe we will be able to answer a couple of questions more. Dr. Sharon will be able to answer that.
Yes, sir. But I think I have covered most of the questions, sir. Like, so the questions are.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So he has covered almost the entire area. About 10 topics he has already covered. And there are a few more in the annual, which probably, if we get time, which may not be as important as these, but some as I would like to say. Then I'm sure that this will be of use to many of us, or to most of us, if I would say so. And in the process, that will benefit our students. So the aim of KUHS is to orient the faculty on the artificial intelligence tools that are available at no extra cost, so to say. And you can go back to your institutions and reorient your fellow faculty on the same tools. And I'm sure that after these 2 days on-site workshop, you will be perfectly competent to do so. So that way, it will be a cascading effect, so to say. So if there are any more questions, please voice it. If there are no more questions, I think we can wind up the sessions. You will get a feedback form in your. Do answer that and submit the form properly filled. Just 3 or 4 questions, very simple to answer, and that will help us to plan our sessions accordingly. The first session for modern medicine will be in March, mid-March, and thereafter we will plan the other sessions, and we will put up for each stream, we will put the information in the university website, and we will also inform the respective deans, so that no one will be kept in the dark about these, we will be operating through the deans, and it will be a transparent system. It will be an automated system, so that everyone will get a chance to, get into, to orient themselves about the artificial intelligence. Dr. Sharon, shall we wind up the session in that case? I think there are no more questions.
Sure, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay. Sajid Kumar, sir, thank you, sir, for being with us. I think you have not come live on this, but I can see your picture. So thank you, dear faculty from different streams. Interestingly, we were not sure how many of you will be participating. So there are some 650 approved applications which came for this webinar alone, and there are some additional 1,000 who are not approved by their principals. So for their purpose, for their benefit, we have live streamed it in the YouTube. So you can view it in the YouTube at a later time if you feel like. So thank you so much, and I think
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Dr.
sir.
Sajid here. Thank you. Thank you very much for this orientation program. I'm sure this will attract a lot of people from different streams. Let's see it going ahead.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr.
Thank you.
Sharon, for Dr. Sharon, for being so exhaustive. And it was a very well organized orientation program, sensitization program. Thank you all the senior officers of the Kerala University of Health Sciences, the statutory officers, for being with us. The controller of examinations is already there, I can see. So thank you so much. And thank you all the faculty members for being with us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.